Upon hearing that Ebola had been discovered in Dallas, many people were surprised. Texas State student Tyler Matt says he couldn't believe it.
It's shocking that there's major cities all around the world, and of course it comes to Texas first, so it's very, very scary, the potential pandemic, and it's going to start in Texas.
Dr. Emilio Carranco at the University Student Health Center says for Ebola to spread, it requires direct contact with the person who was infected.
Well, I think if people understand how Ebola spreads, they would probably feel a little less anxious about it.
But some students aren't worried at all about Ebola threatening them.
I really didn't have a reaction, honestly. I saw that it wasn't that easily spread and that our healthcare system is so above anything else that I really didn't think it was a threat.
Some aren't aware that the virus spreads only through direct contact with the blood, secretions, or bodily fluids of an infected person or contaminated objects such as needles.
I think that while it's a concern that we have a case in Dallas, I think in general it does not represent much of a threat to our Texas State community.
Texas State is requesting that if you fear that you've been infected, immediately see a physician for recommendations and monitoring. Thousands of people have died in West Africa as a result of the Ebola virus. For Bobcat Update, I'm Marquis DeBlaw.
At Texas State, Hispanics now make up 32% of the student population, and, according to bestcolleges.com, the university ranks 17th in academics among the 50 universities the website profiled. Sophomore electronic media major Bethany Perales says the ranking has had a great impact on the university and on her education.
Not only my family wants to go here, my little brother wants to come here now. And not only that, when you graduate, having a diploma saying Texas State University, it's going to be like a big carry weight saying, you know, I came from a great university, you've grown over the past years. And then even when my kids grow up, they're like, Mom, you went to Texas State University?
Hispanic students are the fastest growing segment in Texas, and increasing their enrollment is part of a statewide effort to maintain diversity. Michael Heinze, Associate Vice President for Enrollment Management and Marketing, says the university has made a concerted effort to reflect the changing demographics of Texas through its diverse enrollment.
We've engaged a number of activities, not the least of which is utilizing regional admissions officers around the state of Texas in major metropolitan areas, and we've asked those people to focus their efforts on diverse high schools.
Many students are noticing the increase in diversity on campus. Junior Health Administration major Isaac Rostro says the university reflects many cultures.
It's very diverse and it's open to any kind of people who want to come over here in Texas. Very diversity, it's huge diverse, and like for anybody really, it doesn't have to be Hispanic, it could be any kind of ethnicity. So I think it's pretty cool actually.
Texas State has several degree programs and scholarships aimed at Hispanic students. For Bobcat Update, I'm Emily Burns.
If you're a junior or senior and have ordered a Texas State class ring, you might want to attend a ceremony this Friday. The Texas State Alumni Association is hosting a class ring ceremony at Strahan Coliseum at 6 p.m. During the ceremony, family and friends watch as students are given their official rings. Any student who wants to participate should RSVP by emailing alumni@txstate.edu to attend. Those who cannot attend the ceremony are encouraged to pick up their rings in JCK 380 the following business day.
Taking a stroll through campus, students can see the Greek community establishing a large presence. Greek Affairs Coordinator Lindsay Troyne says that over the past year, Texas State has experienced record-breaking registrations in the Greek community.
I think it's actually a huge benefit. We saw a lot of students that were coming to our campus this year because they wanted to join a fraternity or sorority, and when they were torn between two schools, they looked at the Greek community to make that decision or help make that decision.
Senior Jer Ruffin says having more students involved allows for more diversity.
I think that has a big deal to do with the quality of members you take in, leadership and things like that. Once you display that image to the public, you definitely increase your chances of having a big membership intake.
According to Student Affairs, there are 2,500 students enrolled in Greek life, which means higher quotas for chapters.
And National Panhellenic Counselor and PHC, they actually had 2 new organizations join them So they've almost doubled in size over this year alone.
One result of changes is that more students are taking an interest in recruitment.
I think Greek Life helps benefit just because it gives people a new idea to see what it's like to be a part of an organization where you not only value yourself, but you value someone else.
For more information about Greek life, visit the Greek Affairs office in the LBJ Student Center. For Bobcat Update, I'm Maya Wintroth.
There are several ways to get to campus.
I usually just take the bus. I ride my bike.
I'm on my scooters. And each way can bring on a headache.
The train was completely stopped, and it was probably like a 30-minute delay.
All lanes were closed.
Either a really long light or construction.
Some Bobcats have suggestions for improving traffic flow.
So from my perspective, I would say just more buses.
Like, we'll have to do alternate routes, go through neighborhoods.
They leave 2 hours early usually.
The bus system here, I've heard nothing but horror stories. So that's one thing, maybe fix the bus route and system.
There are no easy solutions, but patience and a good playlist to listen to can help make the commute more bearable. For Bobcat Update, I'm Adam Cook.